A slightly different video for you. I'll be reviewing the new Sparrows Black Flag Dimple picks. They there are a few things I really like about these, and there's some others that I find a little troubling. One thing I really like are the wrenches, the assortment of tension wrenches you get with this. Because with dimple picking, the keyways you're dealing with are pretty different. So like depending on what you're using, whether it's like you're picking a Kaba or a Kiso or a multi-lock or a Dom, you're going to need different tensioners. And one thing this set does provide is it provides a ton of tensioners. So the first problem I had with these was the packaging. So when it comes, this is attached like so that you can't get down to the flat flags without pulling the curved and center flag out. And so I cut this off here. And so normally this would be attached, and that was kind of annoying, and it also led to like there's not enough foam on this, so these all came bent. So I've bent them back since, but this was at about a 20-degree angle on all of these. I don't know if it was from transit or whether it was how it was packed, but that was how they came to me. So the first three that you see here, you have a left curve flag, a center flag, so no curve and no like thinness. It's just straight middle of the shank, and then you have your right curve. This is what I use to do about 80% of my dimple picking, because I'm usually picking multi-locks, and I will show that in just a minute. On the bottom, you have two each. These are right flat flags. These are left flat flags. And those are useful. Those are normally going to be your bread and butter. One of the things that I found I had a problem with, so this is a honest Dongshi set. This is the center flag from the Black Flag set, and then this is the honest Dongshi one. You can see the head. I've cleaned this honest Dongshi one a fair bit, and the head is a fair bit longer. And so you may be asking, why is this relevant? Well, for things like the Medico Duracam, this lock here, you have to get the pins up pretty high in there. And so with just the normal center flag from the Sparrows Black Flag kit, you sometimes have to bend your pick up. So if you're picking this, you'll often have, so you're going in like this, and then in order to, I'm at max extension, and this is not as high as the highest cut, so I would have to then bend it up like it's a normal hook. And with how flexible these shanks are, they're pretty fragile. They're a little bendy, which is not bad because they don't stay bent in general, but it appears that these are made from the same pick material as their normal hooks are, so 301 stainless steel. But yeah, overall, the pros I have, the shanks are all beautifully rounded. Like, these are better than I can manage on my own cleaning up picks, and I've cleaned up a fair number of dimple picks. The handles, I was misinformed, well, not misinformed, but I spoke too soon when I said that these were not all oriented in the correct direction, because my shafts came bent in the case, so some of these were bent up into an angle so that it looked like the Sparrows logo was doing this instead of being like this, which is in line with the head of the pick. So yeah, the hole or the circle on the Sparrows logo is going to correspond to where your pick head is pointing. So yeah, the other problem, this is a small gripe honestly, is that compared to the flat flag, so this is a flat flag. Let me see if I can get it. It doesn't really show up super well. That is a flat flag. This is a curved flag. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of difference. So comparing the, let's again using the Honest Dongshi set. This is a flat. This is what a flat one looks like. And then this is what a curved one looks like. As you can see, it's a lot more pronounced there. So there's some issue with that, in that the curve is not curved enough. It's great. Again, these are great for picking multi-locks. I've picked about 10 now with this set since I got them yesterday. But I found that it started to struggle a little bit with other ones, like with this Dom System D. So it's not the best for this one, just because these are a little high. Well, they can be a little high. This specific bitting is not. As well as things like the Dom Twin Star. So the problem with this one is that when you look at the key, the warding works such that the flat part of the key is lower than the highest cut you can have on that key. So you can see there's a fair bit in there, so you have to get up in there, and the curve flag from the bottom of the keyway just does not work for that. So yeah, overall I found the set to be very good quality for a beginner that has no experience shaping dimple picks, but it left a little to be desired as far as what I was looking for as someone who's more experienced with these. That said, they definitely do work. So this is a multi-lock interactive. Key works. This is the bitting. And we're just going to run through this real quick so I can give you a run through that it actually does work. So this is my right curved pick. And I'm using the thickest tension wrench because this multi-lock has a keyway big enough to drive a Mack truck down. So it feels like I'm stuck on a partially set outer. There. There we go. Okay, so now I'm just stuck on inners. And what I do like, again, I have not cleaned up these flags at all. These are strictly how they came out of the box. I've only cleaned up the box itself. So yeah, these fit really well inside of the outer pins on this multi-lock interactive, and I overall I think what happened was that, because I know lockpicking lawyer and I know that he helped design this set, and I know that he picks a lot of multi-lock, and so I wonder if possibly there was a little too much attention paid to, will this work for multi-lock? And so there are some that, there we go, there are some locks that it just does not work for. Like I said, the Dom Twin Star as well as the Dom Saturn are two that I've tried them in, and I just found the curves are just not steep enough. I have yet to find a multi-lock that it does not work in. All of these flags work great for multi-locks. So if you're planning to try your hand at picking multi-locks, this is your set for sure. But some of the other stuff, I have picked a Medico Duracam with it. It's just a little trickier. The Dom IX10, IX6, IX6 SR, the 10 kg, those all are fine. They don't have that aggressive warding pattern that you see in the Twin Star and the Saturn. But yeah, overall, I'm fairly happy with this set. I like that the shafts are all round. I've come around on having the Sparrows logo to mark where your pick head is oriented. It worked really well once I've fixed the bends that happened in transit. So if Sparrows could fix this shipping material a little better, I think that it would be even better, because as it stands, the top layer doesn't have enough foam, the bottom layer has too much foam. The bottom layer, it's rough to get one of these out. If it had basically just, I would say, about 25% less material, and up top you move that material that you remove from here to the top one, I think it would be much better and much better protected in shipping than what happened to mine. And I know that this happened to another Discord member as well. He mentioned the same thing had happened to his set that came in. So yeah, overall, if you are new to dimple picking and you're planning to start picking some low-end dimple locks up to the multi-locks, which are obviously not low-end, but if you're looking to pick those mostly, I think this is a great set for you to start out on. If you're an advanced picker that has picked dimple locks before and has made other picks to use on those, then I think you can probably sit this one out. Hopefully the Sparrows takes some of this criticism and works on it, and I'm fairly certain they will. They've usually been pretty responsive in the past, and so yeah, overall I'm really happy to see one of the major manufacturers starting to make dimple picks now, and I'm really happy about their attention to detail as far as the shank rounding goes, which is honestly the key part of making a dimple pick work. So yeah, this was my overall review of the Sparrows Black Flag dimple picks, and hope you found it interesting. Thanks.